Regardless of your level of experience in removing floodwater, residential water damage restoration should be a priority for your home. The process of restoring damaged areas must be carried out as quickly as possible, as the presence of excess moisture can result in structural problems and mold and fungus growth. The first step is to remove standing water and remove all debris. To speed up the drying process, open windows and use a wet-dry vacuum to extract the excess water. A dehumidifier can also be used to help dry out areas of the home. After the mitigation process has been completed, the next step is residential water damage restoration. While a professional can provide all the equipment and knowledge needed to complete the process, it is better to leave this task to the experts. The extent of water damage and mold damage will influence the amount of restoration work required. This process will also depend on the amount of time the property was exposed to water. If the basement was submerged in an inch of floodwater for several days, for instance, it is likely that mold growth has already started to develop on the walls and ceiling. Consequently, the removal of the mold can take up to 7 days. Residential water damage restoration can be a complicated and lengthy process. The flooded area will require extensive reconstruction work, including replacing flooring and walls and repairing damaged possessions. It may be necessary to hire a professional construction company to do the job. A home restoration company will also be able to provide all of the necessary equipment, including specialized drying equipment. The cleanup process can take several days, depending on the extent of the flood and the type of water and moisture involved. When it comes to residential water damage restoration, the first priority is stopping the leak and contacting a professional for cleanup. This person will be able to make all the necessary arrangements to restore your home to normal. If you don't have insurance, contact your insurance company to assess the damage. Usually, your insurance company will send a claims adjuster to your home, who will assess the damage and send you a quote. Once the water has reached the house, the first priority is to turn off the water and call for a professional restoration. While the water damage restoration process might take several days to complete, the homeowner will still have to move in for a few days until the job is complete. Once the water damage restoration is complete, he or she will be able to return home to normal. In some cases, the work will involve temporary relocation, but the homeowner will need to be present during the entire process. Water damage restoration experts will be able to remove water and help restore a home to its pre-damaged state. While restoring a home after a flood is over, you should consult a restoration specialist to assess the extent of the damage. If you don't have the money to hire a flood remediation company, it is important to seek out emergency services. This will save your time and money. Having a professional assess the damage can help your home recover quickly from the disaster. If you have a small water leak, you may be able to clean up the area yourself with a mop and bucket. However, if you have more than 4 inches of water in your basement, you will probably need a wet/dry shop vacuum and a pump. A restoration company will need to take care of the entire project, and may need to replace floors, carpeting, and even the drywall. If the water damage situation is more severe, you should contact a restoration company. They will work with your insurance company to repair damaged materials and get your home back to a habitable condition. They will also help you determine whether you can do the water damage cleanup on your own. In case of a water damage emergency, it is best to contact a specialist to assess the damage and determine how much work will be required.